Lil Body was killed on a porch in Memphis, and almost immediately, Reddit started asking if his death was revenge. Not random, not just another shooting, but get back. That is what made this case spread, because while the official story was already tragic, the online version quickly became much darker. To see the full case file, source links, Reddit screenshots, suspect breakdown, and the deeper timeline behind this murder, go to Top Trend Report TV and unlock the full Lil Body breakdown now. On July 23, 2023, Memphis police responded to a shooting near McNeil Street and Stonewall Street in North Memphis. Officers found 18-year-old De'Aaron Isaiah Gordon suffering from gunshot wounds. Online, he was known as Lil Body. He was transported to the hospital, but he did not survive. Later, the U.S. Marshals confirmed the exact location as 928 McNeil Street and said Gordon was found shot on the front porch. That detail became one of the most haunting parts of the story. An 18-year-old killed on a porch in broad daylight. And within hours, people online were already connecting his death to something much bigger than one murder. The full case file on Top Trend Report TV goes deeper into the Reddit threads, source links, suspect details, and wider Memphis Street context. But the biggest question surrounding Lil Body's murder is simple. Was he killed because of what people believed happened before? On Memphis Reddit, Lil Body was repeatedly tied to 700 WDG, also called Walk Down Gang. While that affiliation was not officially confirmed in the police releases reviewed, it became central to how online communities interpreted his death. Reddit users quickly linked the murder to an ongoing conflict involving 700 and rivals connected to EBG. One major Reddit breakdown described multiple shootings, retaliations, injuries, and ongoing pressure between the groups before Lil Body was killed. The post claimed 700 and associated members had previous violent run-ins with EBG members, along with disses, lockup altercations, and neighborhood retaliation. But the most important part of the theory centered around one name: CeeBoutIt. Cordarius Brown, known online as CeeBoutIt, became the centerpiece of the revenge theory. According to multiple Reddit users, Lil Body's murder may have been retaliation for CeeBoutIt's earlier death. Some commenters outright claimed Lil Body was the get-back. Others alleged Lil Body himself may have been responsible for CeeBoutIt's death, but not everyone agreed. One user directly challenged the theory, asking where the proof was. That distinction matters because while the CeeBoutIt revenge angle became one of the most repeated theories online, it remains Reddit speculation unless backed by verified paperwork or official investigative evidence. Still, the theory spread heavily enough that many people no longer viewed Lil Body's murder as random. They viewed it as targeted, a direct hit, a retaliation, and according to some commenters, rivals had the drop on him. For more than a year, the murder remained one of Memphis Reddit's most discussed unresolved cases. Then in August of 2024, the case saw a major break. The U.S. Marshals announced that 19-year-old Tyler Jones had been captured in Memphis after being indicted by a Shelby County grand jury for first-degree murder in connection to Lil Body's death. Authorities arrested Jones on the 2600 block of Maverick Street. That arrest confirmed what many online had suspected all along. The case was active and law enforcement had been building it. But Tyler Jones was not the only suspect publicly tied to the murder. Local reporting also identified Justin Blue as another suspect facing a first-degree murder charges. And this is where the case became even more layered. Justin Blue was not just tied to one charge. Reports stated he faced dozens of charges, including murder, aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, weapon offenses, burglary, theft, and vandalism. That immediately intensified speculation around his broader role in Memphis violence. It also fueled ongoing discussions about video evidence. Local coverage described the deadly shooting as being caught on camera, and Reddit users repeatedly reference footage. However, discussions online suggest some references may involve separate incidents tied to Blue's broader criminal case, not necessarily just the Lil Body murder itself. Still, the phrase "caught on camera" dramatically raised interest, because once a murder is believed to have video evidence, the public sees it differently. It becomes more than a case. It becomes something viewers feel they may eventually witness for themselves. Another major controversy involved accusations of snitching. Some Reddit users claimed one suspect gave information on another. Others strongly denied it, saying there was no paperwork proving cooperation. Some argued being caught on video is very different from actually telling. This dispute became another example of how online street narratives often create secondary wars around a case. Not just who killed who, but who folded, who talked, who stayed solid, and who didn't. That dynamic is one reason Lil Body's case remains so active online, because it was not just about one shooting. It became part murder case, part gang war theory, part internet investigation. The official facts remain clear, but the broader online theory is what kept this story alive. According to Reddit, Lil Body's death may have been tied to a larger war involving 700, EBG, and retaliation for CeeBoutIt. That theory remains one of the strongest undercurrents of the case, even as debates continue over what can actually be proven. This is what makes Lil Body's murder different from many other local cases. It sits at the intersection of confirmed law enforcement action and widespread online street speculation. The police version tells you who died, where he died, and who was later charged. The Reddit version tries to explain why, and somewhere between those two narratives is the truth. A young man was killed on a porch. A year later, suspects were arrested. But the motive remains one of the most argued parts of the case. Was this revenge? Was this gang retaliation? Was CeeBoutIt truly the reason? Or did internet theories grow larger than the available proof? That uncertainty is exactly why this case continues to draw attention, because sometimes the murder itself is only the beginning. The real story is the network of rumors, alliances, previous deaths, and online breakdowns that attempt to explain it. For Memphis, Lil Body's case became one of those stories. A murder that may represent something much larger than one victim. A story of neighborhood conflict, alleged retaliation, and the way Reddit can transform a local homicide into a viral case file. The full exclusive breakdown on Top Trend Report TV goes deeper into the Reddit posts, street theories, source documents, suspect timelines, and underreported angles most videos miss. Because Lil Body's death was not just about how he died, it was about why so many people believe they already know the reason. And in street cases like this, that belief can shape the story almost as much as the evidence itself. Thanks for watching.